I want to show you my predictions for the next 100 days starting on November 19th. That is when I started working the queries, and I will walk you through them. I already posted them if you want to see them individually. I posted them with a little explanation of what I saw, but I'm going to go more in detail here, and hopefully you have a good time just as I had a good time working these queries. This is for entertainment purposes only, and this is the way that I like using XR to see probable futures. It's kind of exciting and entertaining. So this was the first one I did. This one was inside of the building, and it was on a really high floor, and everything was dark and cold. It was dark inside, it was dark outside, it was cold inside, it was even colder outside. I couldn't hear any sounds of any types of electronics. I couldn't hear anything. I could just see blackness outside, the shape of the buildings. People inside where I was were really concerned. They were worried. They were feeling trapped. They couldn't communicate outside. They couldn't communicate with I assume with their families, and everyone was chatting and talking, trying to figure out what to do and what happened. Even though everything felt black and there was no electricity, what I could feel was that the atmosphere felt electric. I don't know. What comes to mind is maybe an EMP. Seemed like it was sudden and it was gone. It could probably even be not enough power for the demand that they were having at the moment. But I don't know. If you can see here, this is what I saw in the sky. It felt like this energy. I don't know. That's what I saw. I have no idea where this was. I just know that it was a highly populated city with lots of skyscrapers, and it did feel that it was inside of the USA. This, to be honest, I got me a little bit uneasy when I was looking at this. I'm very bad at sketching, so I apologize for that, but this is as clear as I could be. I saw literally thousands of people protesting, angry, very aggressive, and all their attention, all their aggressiveness was geared toward this place, this big building, which was a bank. I was not able to read from the angle I was not able to read the name of the bank. It was logo with was an eagle on it, so that tells me maybe it's a German bank. I don't know. The thing is that all these people here were screaming something along the lines of, we don't have money, there's no money in the bank, nor money in your vaults, there's no money in our pocket, where is our money? And we want it now. And people were just getting angry and angry, we want our money now. And it seemed to me that they were actually either going to go inside that building or they had already done it, and they realized there's no money in the bank, literally no money in the bank. So people really angry. I could see people holding things on fire, really angered. Let's see, I don't know. That was a pretty upsetting scene. Lots of anger energy there. I don't know. It was really weird. This one, in my opinion, could be Taiwan. What I saw was this big piece of land, like huge piece of land, I would say hundreds of acres, if not more, surrounded by mountains but with access to the ocean. This area here that you see here was completely flattened. I could not sense any life, I could not sense any electronics, I could not sense any sounds other than fire, wood burning, stuff like that. I could see lots of concrete buildings, like leveled, completely leveled. I could hear, I was like in a helicopter. That's the view that you're seeing here. I was like in a helicopter, and I could hear the only thing I could hear was that it's unbelievable, unbelievable, unbelievable. But at the same time, all these are military jets. I don't know if they're friend or foe. I have no idea. What I do know is that the feeling about what happened was of amazement, surprise, and it felt more like a warning sign, more like I don't know, more like this is just a little bit of what we can do. My feeling is that this has to do with Taiwan. I didn't see an explosion. This is what I saw, so I was not able to go to what the event was. I do felt, and according to what I perceive on the people in the chopper, that it was not nuclear, pretty destroyed everything, flattened. All right, what I saw was a mountain, and that inside that mountain there was a structure. That structure had to do with communication. So I guess that this is in Colorado. Something collapses inside of the mountain, and there were no survivors. It appeared to be an inside job, but I don't know if it's an inside job, like, a terrorist attack or something crazy, or maybe they're doing some kind of remodeling, maybe, I don't know. I mean, it's an old facility, so I'm pretty sure they are updating it constantly. So it seemed to me that this was something from the inside, coming from the inside, and there were no survivors inside. There was nothing other than mountains. There was not enough traffic, and this area felt secured. So that's my guess. I don't know. This one. So I started out with a bird's view, like here, and then it shifted to getting closer to the city, where the most iconic building was this one. I got close to the building, and when I got close to the building, what I could see around these buildings and this building was that the lights flickered, sparkled, I say, like Christmas lights, and then it went completely dark. I couldn't see anything, not buildings, no nothing. I was not able to see down, so I don't know if the streets were dark, but at least for what I could see, this building, I'd say that it's in Seattle. Someone else pointed out to me that it might be even in Chicago, I don't know. But it seemed to me that had to do with cyber issue. Maybe the grid went down, I don't know. An EMP keeps coming a lot to my head, but that could be because all the situation going on. But definitely this is the second time, different city. This is not the same city that I saw first, the one I already showed you. This is a completely different city. This one was really straightforward. This one was a sitting president or prime minister, not young, stepping down because of geopolitical situation, economic situation, the economy, and not being able to solve that issue at hand. Thought decision, the expression in his face was of seriousness and concern and defeat. It could be a president, again, it could be a prime minister. The only thing I know for a fact is that it is an English-speaking country. These were flags. I'm not going to say the colors because I don't want to get banned or get in trouble, but someone is stepping down, and someone is stepping down within the next 100 days, if not less. It's unexpected for the rest of the people. It's unexpected. It's on the news. It's addressing the nation, and it's something about changing in structure. Someone is stepping down, and it's going to be very public, and it's someone that we never expected that would step down. This one was really interesting. I don't know what city it was because I have no idea, but it was lots of buildings, tall buildings. I wouldn't call them skyscrapers, right? So there were tall buildings, felt like a downtown-ish kind of area or industrial area, and there's a huge building site in between all these buildings, and in this site they uncovered what appeared to be a body. Now, I was not able to go closer to the body, but what I could sense was that it was really old, that the clothes are very thick. It will either have like a significance for archaeology, past history, unknown history to us, something, or some type of disclosure. I'm gonna put it out there, and this is gonna sound crazy, but this person might be some type of politician, some type of leader or something that disappeared decades ago. It's going to be in the news, and it's going to be something of importance, either for archaeology or for some type of disclosure. This one was a big explosion underwater. It was the huge explosion, and the amount of water that went up the air was scary. It didn't feel unexpected. It felt like this jet and this boat were expecting that to happen. Was it a test? Was it something that exploded unintentionally? I don't know. I didn't see any waves coming out of it, or a tsunami or anything like that. It seemed to me more like something happened. It was expected, And I kept hearing the words Gorgon or Lorgon or Torga, probably nuclear. That's something that I did perceive. Probably nuclear, so maybe a test in the sea, some new type of nuclear weapon. Gorgon, Lorgon, Torga, I don't know. Now this one was a border being closed, like this was the angle I was looking at it, and these people are military. These people are armed, they are angry, and they're yelling at these people to not get closer or they will have to shoot. These people inside this vehicle, which was huge, very imposing, are also armed, and the vehicle itself is armed. So these people mean business. If you try, or even if you put a foot inside of here, we will shoot you. So no one comes in, no matter who it is. Lots of people scared, some of them angry, all of them demanding to be let through. Some of them even saying that they're citizens. But these people mean business. These people are not playing with this. These people are being really serious. It's not Ukraine, it's not Russia, and it's not Belarus. The border is being closed fast and aggressively. No one comes in. I don't know the reason. So this one seemed to be like a metro rail above ground. It seemed to me that it was actually the metro rail from Miami downtown, where a piece of track collapses due to an accident with something to do with electrical equipment. I don't know if it was equipment from the metro rail or is something that was being worked on when that happened. Now, I didn't perceive any loss of life. It seemed to me, according to what I perceived from these people around, the fire truck and the cop, that it was something that was evolving. So it started by something, and people started realizing that was not going to end well, so they started evacuating people around until it finally collapsed, and there it is. That's all I know. This is kind of what the logo looked like MD. That's why I thought about metro rail. That's the only metro rail I know, the one in downtown Miami, but I don't have any more information. This one was pretty straightforward. I saw planet Earth, and then I saw all these small satellites, which I assume they're Starlink. But the interesting part, they were all turned off, but they were not turned off voluntarily. What I could see was some type of space station. I sensed some kind of energy beam towards them, and once this thing hit, they were done. No more noise, no more communication. So it seems to me that this is a big event of loss of communications, but loss of communications dependent on this system. So the first thing that comes to mind is Ukraine, because Ukraine depends a lot on Starlink. This one was concerning. This was an event, lots of people, I would say maybe 1,200, 1,500 people, if not more, paying attention to this individual here, some type of politician talking about either being in power or coming back into power. It seemed like a rally, to be honest. And people were really happy. This guy was really passionate with what he was talking about until shots were fired. And I could hear shots fired, shots fired, shots fired. These people around, these people seemed to be security. When it was very chaotic, it seemed to me that this person was taken away safe but not unharmed. That's what I heard. Safe but not unharmed. And the other thing I got was that the shot was made by a drone. A commercial drone you can buy on any store online that was repurposed and that was used to place that shot. I don't know if it's in the USA, if it's in Brazil. Again, there's so many things going on right now that it could be really anywhere. Because of the setup and because of the feeling I got, local to you guys in the US. So safe but not unharmed. Repercussions of this event unknown at this point. I didn't look any further. This one was amazing. What I saw was the ocean, and then a big, huge submarine coming out, and then people coming out of it and lining up here, not with weapons, no anything, just coming out of there and looking towards a spot that looks empty in the sea. But what I got was that it was a show of power, that it was not expected. No one had detected that submarine, and it is going to come out close to the limit of US waters, because this was an international water, so they're not breaking any law, they're not doing anything wrong, they just came out to the surface. But it seems to me that they did it as a show of power, as a show of, look what we have that you don't even know we have. Well, you were not even able to detect us with your equipment. If we really wanted to, we could have been past your limit, and God knows what would happen. But it was pretty impressive, huge submarine, nothing anyone has seen before. That doesn't mean that is not something that the military are aware of. I'm just talking about we civilians. We've never seen this size of vessel in the sea before. This one, to be honest, I just saw an explosion and a pipe, and I immediately stopped it. They say it's a pipeline explosion underwater, it's not the Nord Stream, and it seemed to me maybe it was something to do with Turkey. The last one is a building burning. The last 5 floors of this building are completely engulfed in fire. Seems to me that people were evacuated. Felt like it was on LA and that it was intentional, that it was arson. I assumed that is LA because I could read in the helicopter LAFD, so I assumed that was Los Angeles Fire Department. Then I got a news helicopter. It does feel that it's in the US. It's a big city. I don't know if any of you know any other buildings like this in the United States. Let me know. That's it. That was it for the predictions. Remember, this is for entertainment purposes only. I have fun when I do these things. I'm passionate about the system I created, which is XR, and I'm very excited to put it out there and for you guys to see what I do with it when I try to look into the probable futures. And you know, it's a way of me showing you what I do. If you're interested in it, let me know. Send me an email. You can send me an email directly to OZZ at probablefuturesconsulting.com, and I will be more than happy to meet up with you in a Zoom chat and talk to you about the system, what it is not, what its capabilities are, how long it takes to learn it. Any questions you might have, I will be more than happy to answer them for you. So, see you soon. Bye.